Last week, Brian Gray said that Christmas is a time for memories. Things we do year by year create traditions that become memories of how Christmas should be. Well, let me start with some of mine. My first memory as a child is going up to London, which was an adventure in itself, waiting for Grandad at the platform at Euston Station as he travelled down from Llandudno, then going to the grill at Lyons Corner House for lunch, where we would have fish chowder, then steak, followed by Bertorelli's Yule log ice cream, or a hollowed out orange filled with orange sorbet. That was our yearly treat. I used to sit in view of the chefs in their tall hats at the grills and wonder at the jets of flame leaping out into the room. My other memory is of the furniture room of the third floor of Harrods being cleared to become the toy floor for Christmas, and the whole room being filled with a cacophony and excitement of children playing. But then on one memorable occasion, a harassed assistant flipped and went round turning everything off as he'd finally cracked with the pressure. I was born a Catholic, so Christmas started at midnight mass, full of incense and carols. The church would be packed, Mum would be dressed in her fur coat, my brother and I would be in our best clothes also. After midnight mass we would come home and open our presents, and I would be allowed an Advocaat snowball. So, happy memories, but why did I become this grump, a cross between Victor Meldrew and Basil Fawlty, the man who runs a mile when either Christmas party or Secret Santa is mentioned? The first crack in my joy of Christmas is several childhood memories of my mum crying with frustration as she slaved in the kitchen to produce the mince pies, the stuffing balls, the bread sauce and the turkey. Providing good food for the family and sitting around the table was important to my mother, and it is to me now. In the consecration of the host, the priest says, "Do this in memory of me," and so, although no one else in my family eats them but me, I still prepare the stuffing balls filled with bacon, chicken livers, lemon and fresh parsley, and the bread sauce flavoured with onion and cloves, all in memory of my mother. A later memory is being asked what I wanted for Christmas. Didn't they know me? Did they have to ask? If I said what I wanted, it was no longer a present. It had become an everyday transaction. So like a grump, I asserted that I didn't want anything. Finally, what did for me was the sheer exhaustion of serving everyone else's Christmas. For several years I managed the packing of Christmas hampers, first at Harrods and then at Graham's in Penrith. And after weeks of stress and living on adrenaline, the last thing I wanted was to celebrate Christmas. Like that toy shop assistant, it was easier to say, "Bah, humbug, go away." But still, the fact is that I'm a hopeless romantic. I am a faux cynic. I am that boy in the dressing gown, walking through the air with a snowman, not the dead dog one, or the girl in the remake of Miracle on 34th Street that allows herself to believe that Richard Attenborough is the Father Christmas. I was lucky enough to make such dreams a reality a few years ago when Diana and I created the Christmas grotto at Reged in the old mountaineering exhibition. We sneaked behind a curtain to watch the children being led by the fairy through the wonderland we had created for them. The joy at being able to create a sense of wonder in a child is a real privilege. I was in the restaurant the other day reading my book when my eye was caught by a woman feeding her baby. There is nothing more complete a picture. The child only has eyes for its mother. It wants for nothing more. The child in that crib was not interested in the attention of kings or shepherds. He certainly didn't need presents. The child in the Nativity reminds me that what is important is not the tinsel, the trappings, the food or the favours, but just to be with someone that loves you for what you are and wants nothing more from you than you just to be there. Christmas is a chance to see the world as a child and not as a cynic. the chance to believe in Christmas.